Hey guys, welcome to another video from New Zealand's biggest gap year. That's right, about 2 years ago, Laura and I decided to tackle 365 activities all around New Zealand in only 365 days. It was an absolutely epic adventure that took us to so many different places and so many unique journeys. Like this one right here, which is called Forgotten World Jet Boat, and it takes us on the Whanganui journey or the Whanganui River, and it's just absolutely unique, and you guys are going to see that in the video in a minute. And at the end of the video, we're going to catch up together, and I'm going to go over the question that we received the first time we published the story. See you soon.
We are driving to somewhere called Cherry Grove. This is where we're going to meet Alan, which is going to be our mad jet boat driver.
Alan gets us all geared up, and well, the only gear we need is a life jacket, which we won't be using, and yeah, we just hop in the jet boat.
So what's our top speed?
65 to 70 cruising.
Yeah.
Depending on how many people are.
And when we spin, how many G do we get?
Oh, how many do you want? It wouldn't be as much as a fighter jet, I don't think, but no. You're right up there.
As soon as the engine starts, you know, like woo, 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 and we start like moving, like the nose of the boat moves really high up, and we start moving really fast.
We are flying down the Whanganui River. I'm like, the wind is making my tears stream down my face, and I'm like, ah!
And Laura, she's doing the same thing she's done when we were taking a boat in Mercury Islands to go do some diving. As soon as the boat starts doing like a bit of motion that she doesn't understand, or it's kind of going too fast, she kind of look at me like, is that normal? Are you panicking? No, you could, okay. And she was having a blast, but she was kind of giving me the same kind of like regular look.
Down the river we go, and you can tell Alan has a lot of fun driving this thing. He's just like going from one side of the river to the other side of the river. We're going close to like trees on the side. There's also a few rapids going on. Over the past few days, it's been raining a shit lot, and this has made the rivers very full and created, I guess, a few extra rapids that aren't usually there. So we're blasting down the river. Alan sees some rapids, and we're just like going, like bouncing up and down as we go over these rapids, but it's really fun.
Now, the scenery-wise, the cool thing about doing a jet boat in the Whanganui River is that, well, the river is quite wide and quite lengthy. Even blasting at 85 kilometers an hour, you get the time to actually enjoy the sight and see the sceneries. No.
At first, the scenery is like farmland. We're seeing cows on the side, we're seeing sheep, and we're also seeing, like, literally on almost vertical cliff faces, there are goats just hanging out on the side. Like, what are you doing there, goats? All the goats we found in the Forgotten World area are absolutely nuts. They're either trying to commit suicide on railway tracks, or they're trying to commit suicide on the edge of cliffs. Past the farmland, we then start to go into the majestic Whanganui National Park. There's even a sign on the side of the river saying Whanganui National Park, just to show how much traffic really comes down this river because it's such a good river. It's actually the longest navigatable river in New Zealand. We're delving into some like dense native forest. It's just like the walls are getting steeper, and we're going into a bit of a gorge, and all of these walls are just covered in vegetation. It looks beautiful.
And this is the section where the lavender farm is, where we're going to be stopping today to grab a quick bite. So we're actually not going to go up to the lavender farm, we're just going to stop beforehand. Now this time we are going to go faster, he says. So I'm like, how fast can we go? This is the fastest I have been going on a river in New Zealand. It's real fast. I expected to be cold, so I had the full thick jacket, I had my hat, I was like, okay, I may need to wear some gloves, but I did not get that cold at all. I was like having so much fun. I think between the adrenaline and, like the motion, because I was still always in motion, I actually didn't really get that cold.
Alan's just like laughing because he's loving life. He loves his investment in a jet boat that he can put on the Whanganui River. Yeah, he's having a ball. We're all like Wah! 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 We're having a whale of a time.
We were speeding up back upstream through the rocky formations and a little bit of the waves. Now the waves have a different kind of shape, you know, when you take them up front or from the back, right? So it was much more bouncy, and it was like, you know, we're jumping a little bit more, blasting our way through all those curves of the river.
He just wants to go out and have some fun with some new people, and that's just what it feels like a local sort of experience with a dude that wants to have fun. There's a few ducks on the river that are just like minding their own business, but with the roar of the jet boat coming down the river, they obviously look back and think like, oh my god, there's a jet boat coming. Whack, whack, whack. They just all of a sudden like flap their wings like crazy, like, go guys, go.
Alright, so I told you guys that the sceneries were quite unique. There is really a lot to see there, and I really liked our bit of aerial footage right here that we did, and we got to see a bit more of like how grand the scenery really is. And I think it's something that we sometimes struggle to show you guys on the video, is like how big and majestic it actually feels, because after all we literally just, you know, around with a couple of GoPros and that's pretty much it, you know. So we're filming very much the same amount that you should be able to film when you do a tour as well. So it's kind of sometimes hard to show that to you guys, but I feel like in this one we got a chance to do that because we got to get a few aerial footage as well, which was quite nice. Now we did get quite a few questions. We actually got some people that said that they really did like this tour, they've done it before. Some people that actually thank us for featuring Taumarunui, because without us they wouldn't have seen it, and they said that they were really happy to visit it, so that's really awesome. And we really try to do that in this kind of videos. You know, we try to go to more than just the obvious one. We obviously do the obvious one, you know, we go to see the glowworms and we go to Queenstown, all that, and you'll see those videos over and over again on the channel, but we also go to the more off the beaten track places to make sure that you guys get to see the full width of what New Zealand has to offer, and that's really something that is really dear to our heart. And we also have someone that is asking us to choose between this jet boat and the rail biking and see which one we preferred. If you don't know about the rail biking, that's the video that we did yesterday. I mean, that was yesterday during New Zealand's biggest gap year, so that was maybe a couple of days ago that we published it. Anyway, it's the previous video in this playlist. And when I asked Laura, she said that she definitely preferred the rail biking, because we really had fun like on the bikes and everything, and with the goats and everything. But I think for me, I like the jet boat more because I'm more kind of an action pack kind of guy, and I really do like, you know, getting hey and there, and be able to check like, you know, 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, 7 things on my bucket list in like one day. I really do like that. So I feel like it was kind of like an action packed full way to kind of see a lot of this river. Well, usually most people explore the Whanganui River through something called the Whanganui Journey, which is a multi-day canoeing actually tour along the way, and I feel like I like when it's more like action-packed for me, so I think I will pick the jet boat. But I feel everybody is different, and honestly they're so different tours, I'm really glad we did both. So, but that's only just my opinion. And someone else asking us as well, why is there so much jet boat tours in New Zealand? So Jonas, the reason why there is so many jet boat tours in New Zealand is because the Hamilton engine, which is the jet boat engine which is used for most jet boats, was actually a New Zealand invention. So Kiwis are really proud of it, and also jet boats are actually a very kind of easy way to kind of travel around New Zealand and everything, because it allows boats to be way shallower than most other boats, and so it allows you to go to more places. So I think that's kind of one of the reasons why there are so many jet boat offering. And fear not, if you're traveling around New Zealand, don't worry, there is going to be ton of different jet boat tours available for you to do around the country. So I think you're gonna be able to experience it yourself. Anyway, if you want more information about traveling in New Zealand, check out NZPocketGuide.com. It's our website. It's a Bible full of information about traveling in New Zealand, and we've made that available for free to you. So make full use of it, www.nzpocketguide.com. But if you feel like hanging out with us, you can join us on YouTube at 8 AM every single Sunday, New Zealand time. So 8 AM New Zealand time may be another time in your part of the world, probably on Saturday evening or something. So you need to do a bit of calculation, or you can check the link below that gives you like the time next time. But yeah, 8 a.m. NZ time, Sunday, and we hang out, we answer all your questions. In the meantime, like, subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.